Hey YouTubers, X Factor here with some close quarters gameplay. A mode that I really don't play a lot of, but I do enjoy a couple rounds every single week. Today's kit is the M240 Bravo, or as I like to call it, the Billy Badass. And it's got a suppressor on it, with a foregrip, and of course the red dot. A lot of you guys picked this thing out the other day when I did that bizarre tutorial on short corners and long quarters. Everybody's like, hey man, what's up with the suppressor? Well, it was on my mind to really give this a go to see how much I really lose with this kit for accuracy and damage at range, and what I give up in exchange. I can't have my extended mags, but I'm also not showing up in the mini-map when I'm spamming the shit out of this rattlesnake, when I'm sneaking up behind people, or even face-to-face. If it keeps one less guy from running in the room, that's a job well done by the gun. For the majority of this round, this is a very close match, and we're playing from behind, and it's hard to play close quarters unless you have people pushing points with you, because it's all about establishing that burn. And you'll see later that my squad arrangement changes because finally somebody enters on my team and says, hey, let's form a new squad and get some shit done. And of course, when you make that announcement, other people that are like-minded are going to join. That gives you a great spot to spawn off people. That's a big help. And as you can see with this skill cannon, you just spray and pray all day, and all the baddies go away. All joking aside, close quarters is a great game mode to really work on kit combinations because there's so many different gunfights and people that present themselves from every single angle known to mankind. So what do you get with that? You get to work on your twitch aim, your hipfire acquisition, the accuracy of it, and the speed at which you do it, and then of course ADSing. Are you watching a corner for somebody to come around, but then somebody jumps out the other side and you got to ADS switch over to them? This is a great game mode for that because the amount of kills or the amount of people you're going to come across is insane. Just like that kill right there. You had the jump on me. This guy, obviously, he had no idea what was coming, but the rattlesnake bit him. And here I'm starting to spam this thing just a little bit. I gave up. I actually decided to reposition myself because I'm going to lose that fight. I think without the suppressor, I would have been a little bit better off in that actual situation there, and the extended mags obviously would have helped me because that's what I usually run with this kit, and you guys have seen some pretty crazy footage from this exact kit with the extended mags and no suppressor. But what I found through this footage is the suppressor can be a lot of fun, and again, it's limiting your audio presence and your visual presence. Whenever I play close quarters, it's as quick as I can get from one point to the other, or quickly go back to defend. It just depends on the distance in between the two. So you're seeing me kind of respond here because I saw it flashing on the mini-map, and that's something else you need to learn to pay attention to that really helps out your team, is what's flashing on the mini-map, and you need to ask yourself, where am I? What am I close to? Do I have teammates pushing with me going back, or am I the lone wolf? But again, sometimes the lone wolf is what gets the job done because it can simply be just one guy on that flag. You can either equal him, or in close quarters, it's just going to be a gunfight, mano-a-mano, and you got to win that battle. If you do, guess what? The point's back to being yours very quickly. And here's the downside of not having that sexy extended mag is I don't want to take 25 minutes to reload, and I think that was a collateral Rex. Not bad. I've been messing with this Rex a little bit more. I really like it, just due to the fact that it has a very fast reload rate. It has a fast spamability rate. I really just don't like that iron sight on it. I wish it had the Magnum's irons. My God, would that just be filthy? But I'm having a little bit of fun with that. It's bailed me out of some pretty shitty situations that the Magnum wouldn't have really worked, you know. And the one thing you have to realize is it doesn't do as much damage as the Magnum, and it does the same amount of damage at a shorter range, right? They both hit for the same, but the Magnum's got a lot longer of a headshot range on the thing. And that's actually a nice spot for this guy to sit. That's actually not a bad lane, and we survive this. Don't know how. I should have died there again, but it was actually a good spot. It's a good lane you can watch, and I'm not opposed to people setting up lanes in close quarters. It actually works really well, but for all intents and purposes, I really want to run and gun and put myself in some pretty shitty situations and see how many flag caps I could take, because again, when you get a squad put together and people are going to start spawning on you, it's all about giving them a flag to spawn on. Right? Because then you got 2 guys on a flag or 3 guys on a flag, and for the most part throughout this video I was never far from a flag, and that's probably my pet peeve in close quarters, is when teammates just lawyer like the party patio. That's it. You'll have 2 or 3 teammates up there. What's the point? Guys can still get to A, B, and C, and you can't even kill them. Sure, you're going to get a kill or two, but the burn is so nasty and so aggressive, and then you see me going out with a skill more. It doesn't matter. So next time you catch yourself loitering, say, hey, wait a minute. Am I helping my team with my sweet 2 kills I just picked up? No, you're better help defending a flag or attacking a flag and being active, being a menace, being a thorn in their side, just constantly pushing the flags. Because that constant pressure is what makes people buckle in this game mode. You want them to start camping these weird spots in the middle of nowhere. You want to break them, right? There's a nade kill and debating on reloading here and dealing with the auto sniper, right? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little round of close quarters with the skill cannon that is the M240B suppressor, foregrip, and of course the red dot. And I like to call it the rattlesnake. A lot of fun, a lot of running around, and the close match isn't as close anymore. And you could see where it was just kind of tooth and nail there for quite a bit. And here I am at the party patio wondering where my martini is at. But this is actually a really good spot to reload. That's why I ran up here, because you can pretty much see the 2 lanes of people coming or hear the one that you're closest to. So we've got the 2 flags established now, and they've only got 28 or so tickets left, so it's a downhill battle. Now it's about protecting what you got. And that's also another philosophy you could have. Once you get a flag, camp it. Play defensive, because sometimes you're going to catch 1 or 2 guys straggling in, and you just stop that circle jerk that can be close quarters. There's always an ebb and flow to these rounds and a transition of players, and you can kind of get ahead of that curve and really mess people up. So if you guys have any questions or comments, don't forget to leave them below. GG, everybody. The rattlesnake seems legit.